Hi Leo, today I'm going to be doing your June 2019 love reading. This is going to be for Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So if you'd like to win a private reading, all the information is going to be in the description box below, as well as paid private reading information and my bracelets, which are on Etsy. So let's get started. Let's see what messages I have for Leo for June 2019. Let's see. Okay. Alright, we have a lot. We have quite a bit that came out. So we have the 9 of Swords. Put that there. We have the Knight of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, King of Swords, 10 of Swords. So there's a completion, a wrapping up of a cycle that's happening here. Growth as well, because we go from the 9 to the 10 of Swords. The High Priestess, Taurus energy. I'm currently reading this in Taurus season, so there's that. I usually pick up on current energy, so the energy right now, and then how it will reflect to June. And I really like doing that because that way I can pick up on energy right now and then what's going to happen in June, essentially. So it really helps me actually being able to do the reading a lot earlier. So we've got the King of Pentacles, Judgment as well, which I believe came out in the Aries reading. This is nice. This is really lovely. Definitely someone coming towards you in June. But before they do, I'm seeing that in May, you're going to be wrapping up a cycle, because there's definitely hurt here and someone has caused you a lot of hurt, and definitely seeing that you are going to be trying your very best to move on from this particular situation. It's very heavy in your mind. There's a lot of overthinking that's happening. Let's just pull the rest of the 4 cards out. And then I'm seeing that in June, it's very, very positive because someone's approaching you and really pursuing you very, very hard. So let's see what other cards I can get. Ooh, it's a lot of flying around. 2 of Cups, yep. The Hermit, which is ruled by Virgo. Definitely someone pursuing you here, really, really strongly. Ooh, okay, cool. So definitely growth with these swords, because we've got the 8, the 9 and the 10. I'm just going to actually just switch those around so it's a bit easier to talk about the swords, keep them on this side of the reading. I just place my cards, randomly, so I do move them around because they can, the message is pretty much there. It's just that I place them wherever I want to. So we've got the 8 of Swords, we've got the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. This indicates growth. Essentially what's happening here, and you can see that there's a lot of pink and black. It's almost like there's hope. And there's, this idea that you're battling with someone, not necessarily battling, but you're battling in your mind about someone in terms of love. And we see here in these 2 cup cards that this exact same person here is wearing pink. And why that's important, I'll explain as to why that pink isn't necessarily in the 10 of Swords card, is because this is the ending. This is the end. It's almost like you've accepted that situation, moved on from that situation, and the love is still going to be there to some extent, but you're not willing to go back to that. And that's why that pink has kind of disappeared. It's almost this acceptance of, you did me wrong, I have boundaries, you can't hurt me again, and I will always somehow have love for you, but that love for you is not going to manifest. So I do see that there was a lot of hurt in regards to somebody. Someone caused you hurt, it left you in a very, very vulnerable situation. For a lot of you, you couldn't eat, you couldn't sleep, you felt very much trapped. See how this person has a blindfold. It left you with a lot of baggage, a lot of emotional damage was done, and it kept building up, from the 8 to the 9. It just kept building up. You couldn't eat, you couldn't sleep. It was this very heavy energy. It was playing on your mind probably 24/7. And then, with this 10, it was that acceptance. It was being able to learn from it. It was being able to finally say, you know what? I'm going to move on. I see that a lot of you Leos have gone through this very painful stage of perhaps even wanting them back through the stages of the 8 and the 9, and then eventually just having enough with the situation and being like, you know what, it's got to be over. I'm sick and tired of waiting. I'm sick and tired of finding some form of closure. And, you know, especially with this hermit energy, a lot of you have really taken a lot of time and space for yourself to try and analyze the situation like crazy, trying to figure out whether they will come back, you know, using your intuition with this Taurus energy that I'm seeing, which is the High Priestess, you know, trying to think, you know, will they come back? Will they not? Should I wait? And still, you know, waiting and still being so in love with this particular person who clearly was not coming back and just wasn't doing it. So again, this is going to resonate with a very small amount of Leos, but the message needs to essentially get out. So a lot of you, you know, that Virgo energy is very analytical. I'm a Virgo sun, so I can relate. It's very analytical. Your mind goes at 100 miles per hour, if not more. It really does. And using that intuition, trying to uncover as much as you possibly can, trying to see things without rose-tinted glasses, and I see a lot of you just had enough. All right, so let's move on now. What I'm seeing is that with this Wheel of Fortune and Judgment card, it's really about having made that decision to move on, having made that decision to trust the universe, that the universe will bring you something even better, and I'm seeing that it will. And it's really about trusting that you can move on from this particular person no matter how painful it is. You know, I'm here to give you that guidance, that reassurance that there is someone much better for you out there, someone that will pursue you, will treat you with respect, that will not cause you to be this hurt. You know, they will feel pain when you feel this pain. So for sure, you know, it's you being able to take that upon yourself and make sure that you're able to make that judgment as to, you know what, I'm going to move on because I deserve better. It's about putting in those boundaries as well. And with this Wheel of Fortune, you know, once this cycle is over with this 10, because 10 is a completion, the wheel will turn to more fortune. And this fortune is going to bring you someone new. So it's, you know, it's going to take a bit of time with this Knight of Pentacles for this person to actually come in, but it's going to happen around June. But remember, if some of you start working on yourself in June, it can get a bit delayed, because in the spiritual world there really is no time frames, but a lot of you have said that, you know, the time frames really help you. So for some of you, the time frames can really happen as well. So what I'm seeing that what was I saying? Yes, so for some of you, you know, this is the energy that I'm picking up in May. A lot of you are going to end a lot of this in May. You're going to make that decision to end it in May. But for some of you reading this and are probably thinking, you know what, I really want to end this now, it could just occur a bit later that they come into your life because you've still got to work through this. I'm seeing that, you know, just after you end this cycle, you'll take some time for yourself, and then after that they will enter. So, you know, timing is very fluid in that sense, but for a lot of you that are working on yourselves in May, this will occur in June. All right, just got that out of the way. That's when that fortune of this person comes in. So yeah, you know, it's going to take a little bit of time to manifest in that sense, but it's going to be something for the long term. You know, Knight of Pentacles is slow moving, but it lasts, and that's the most magical thing about it. That's the wonderful quality, and they're going to pursue you. They're going to come towards you. They're going to approach you. They're going to offer things to you. So then you're going to be feeling really radiant and positive, and I see you again in this pink, and that's, you know, you really being ready to love, being ready to accept. And that's why you need time, is because you need to be ready again. You know, you don't want to be broken or unhealed and then in a situation with someone, because it's not going to be a high vibrational you, and the universe is going to bring you this person when they feel that you are ready for something new. So that's why that pink again has occurred. You know, it's this beautiful, childlike, flirtatious, you know, exciting, playful energy where you want to, you know, this person wants to offer you something, and they're offering you something here, they're offering you something here. This person that you're dealing with, whether it's male or female, because there's no genders in tarot, they're going to be very communicative with you. They're going to offer you a lot of communication, honesty. They're going to be, you know, maybe even a bit blunt, but they're going to tell you the truth, and they're going to not, you know, play around with you in the sense of you know, toxic energy. They'll play around with you in like a flirtatious, nice way, doing things for you, respecting your boundaries, especially with this King of Pentacles as well. It's about stability, security. Again, more earth energy. It's a manifestation of growth within that person. First they come towards you, like the Knight of Pentacles, but they really are this King of Pentacles energy, which is about stability, security. It's about growth, it's about maturity, it's about wanting something quite long term, wanting something to last, and also about someone that supports your dreams, your goals, you know, would never want to see you upset or, you know, in this particular energy. In fact, they want you to be in this beautiful energy, and this again indicates growth. You know, the Six of Cups is a soulmate card, so this is a soulmate that I'm seeing for you. And, you know, again, growth. You know, you go from this childlike kind of energy to full-on sharing emotions. You know, instead of just flowers and gifts being in those cups, now there's actual water, there's emotion, there's something really substantial in there, and it's going to be very equal because, you know, the two here, you both are offering each other's cups to each other, and you're building something, you're growing something. So this is not just about mental health and this person being better for your mental health. It's also about, you know, the spiritual growth as well with this Wheel of Fortune. It's about the long term. It's about perhaps even being, you know, married to this person, which I'm seeing, but obviously not everybody wants marriage. Some of you may, you know, prefer a live-in situation with someone, but I'm seeing for a lot of you, you know, if you want marriage, that's in the cards. And then also just having, you know, beautiful amount of spiritual you know, the spiritual connection, mental connection, emotional connection, physical connection, and it really is there. So it really happens after this cycle, but don't worry, you'll be dressed in pink again, and you'll feel much, much better about it. You know, you'll feel that love for this new person, but it takes a lot of healing and time. But, you know, that's sort of the way it is. So Leo, if you enjoyed this reading, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much to everyone for 12,000 subscribers, as we're almost approaching 12 minutes on the clock. There we go. Thank you so much for 12,000 subscribers. Don't forget to comment down below if this resonates. Like this video if you haven't already. I think I just repeated myself, didn't I? But also check out the description box below for information on private readings, the free reading giveaway that I'm doing, and also information on my bracelets, which are on Etsy. So do make sure you check those out if you're interested. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a lovely day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care, everyone.